What's that? What's the NA thing? Oh no, I don't want to bloody duplicate it. I'll delete the friggin' thing. And that one. Delete the fucker. Get rid of it. Going off here. I've updated 3 things in the past few days: OBS, Elgato software and AMD drivers, and something is causing OBS to crash all the bloody time. So I don't know what it is. I haven't got a clue. Alright, unpause the server. Try to unpause the server. Alright, let's get down. Now got to look for waypoint 2. Minutes 32 seconds to waypoint 2. Where the hell am I going? Miles off. I'm absolutely bloody miles off. do. Fuel warning to tell me that my external tank is nearly dry. Strange how I didn't get that in the last mission. 1 minute 53 to waypoint 2. To waypoint 2, yes. We've still not had any spikes. No radar locks. Sam's around here though. So what I've had to do is completely delete, uninstall and get rid of the Elgato software and the OBS software. Can't get rid of the AMD software obviously, that's for the graphics card. And then I've reinstalled them both, but in the last version, not the new version, because I'm sure one of them is causing it. Or it's this, oh, I forget what it's called, something 40 DLL. Every error I seem to get was a crash report from OBS, this V something 40 DLL error crash. And then when I uninstalled and reinstalled OBS, suddenly it jumped to the Elgato DLL, exactly the same DLL, but in the Elgato software. So I'm thinking, what the hell's going off here? Right, waypoint 3 is now active. 2 minutes 57 to waypoint 4. Waypoint 3 is just a slight course correction so that we can fly up the valley. Still no missile spikes. This is a good route. This is a very good route. So we're travelling just underneath Mach 1. And crashed because we're too busy trying to give the viewers a good time. Oh well. We've got to start fresh anyway to get a clean video of it. So give me some lights. Do I want the footwell lights? Nah, I don't need footwell lights. Okay, so oh, you stopped shaking about like a dizzy thing. Oh, that's the TACAN for the other end set. We're going to put that on. ECM. We haven't got any aircraft coming after us. That'd be quite unfair without any rockets on, wouldn't it? Put that on that. I don't know how to set this automatic. Don't know what those do, you know. I'm gonna have to find out what these things do. WPO. I mean, I always thought when that changed the waypoint such and such and waypoint such and such, it would give you all the information on your HUD, which you can't see. Well, this bit here, actually it's just above this bit here. You get, this is your ground speed, and then this is the bearing and time to your next waypoint, which is very handy. Then we need the radio frequency to actually go the other way, it's quicker. 132 I believe it is. We switch all the lights off. We don't want any bloody lights on giving our position away. I think we're ready to go. What the hell is that? Why have I just had a warning? I haven't done anything. Let's go. At least we can go. Hogsmoke, how you doing? I'm gonna do a run through Sam Alley. So I'll try and complete it this time. I managed to get to the airport earlier today, but my OBS keeps crashing. It's a real pain in the arse, and I can't use the Elgato software because that's just shit. Uses far too many resources on the PC. And it won't stream at 1080p 60 frames a second unless it's run at 10 megabits a second, whereas OBS will chuck it out at 3.5 megabits a second. I don't know what the hell's going on there. Ah, Shifty's turned up by the looks of it. Now you'll be able to watch me crash and burn. Or come in and join me. That'd be a cool one. Gonna get from this airport to the next one without being shot down by SAMs and AAA. So I think we'll set up there. See, I've got to press the edit button there to get the gear straight up. I'll get straight out there. Right. Whoa, what pizza you got? Something nice, I hope. Something with plenty meat on. The waypoint just there. 40 seconds from waypoint. You can see the little cross of where the waypoint is. We'll stay quite low. 20 seconds. Waypoint 2. 4 minutes 39 seconds to waypoint 2. That's our bearing, and we have to stay low. So we have to do this all over again. Earlier I couldn't put the autopilot on. Don't know why. Can now. But that would be rather a disaster, really, considering the amount of SAMs that's around the area. Be buffeted around a bit here because we're at transonic speeds. And in the very thick air, nap of the earth flying. But we tried it the other day, flying at 52,000 feet, which is pretty much the limit for this thing, really. And you've got to have afterburners on just to keep your airspeed up. Even though your ground speed is like over Mach 1, you're doing like what, Mach 1.5 or something, but your airspeed, the air going over your surfaces is very thin, so you've got very little lift, so you've got to keep your engine throttled right up and keep the afterburners on and off just to keep a bit of speed up. And even at 52,000 feet we were getting shot down. Now normally most servers put a ceiling of about 39,000 feet on. Well, so far I haven't been spiked, but I know there's SAMs everywhere. Just in time, eh? And how come I'm off target now? I don't know. What's going off with this bloody waypoint? It's jumping all over the place. One minute 30 to waypoint 3. Now I know after waypoint 3 to waypoint 4 we're going to have to thread a needle between a lot of SAMs and some SA-13s in there. Very long range, very effective, very shoot you down quite a lot. But so far, nothing on the radar warning receiver. Now there is a way through these hills somewhere that doesn't make me go over the top, but it does take you off course a bit. worth flying up this gully just to keep our radar signature down. Seconds to waypoint. Yeah, I think the waypoint changes over this lake, right? That's now waypoint 3. Waypoint 4, 2 minutes 50 seconds away. Gotta get down. Gotta beat the water up on the lake. Do a bit of Firefox. It was just after this I crashed last time, wasn't it? Huh. So you're not going to tell us what PT you got? Meat feast. You know, pepperoni and salami, chorizo, ham, spicy beef. All the works. Some chicken. I seem to remember flying through these two humps. And trying to get an outside shot. Get some good footage from my website. That's interesting, my waypoint's moved and it's back again. Well, I haven't been detected yet by these SAMs and shit, which is cool. 1 minute to waypoint 4. Once we get to Kuzazi, I can't remember how to say it. I mean, they tell you every time you go to land, don't they? They tell you what it is. Is it Kuzazi? Anyway, when you get there, you've got to rearm, refuel, and fly all the way back again, and go bomb the shit out of a target. And it's great when you've got a formation of 3 or 4 of you doing this. Trying to keep up with each other. 13 seconds to waypoint 4. It's interesting, my system's already changed to waypoint 4. Waypoint 4. Waypoint 4 to 5's the bitch, because you've got to fly over the hills. Now then, I've got to quickly go into the map, because there is a way. I can't remember now, but waypoint 5's over here. Now I've got to thread a needle here. I know I've got to thread a needle here, because there's loads of SAMs around here. But I still haven't been spiked yet. All this way. I tell you what, I'm gonna get nearly there, and then I'm gonna get shot down, aren't I? Oh shit, that's something I didn't do. I didn't get the bing bong this time, did I? Why didn't I get a bing bong? get a bing bong. Huh. That's interesting. I'm getting really concerned now because I haven't been spiked once. "20 seconds to waypoint 4. Waypoint 5, select. I'm gonna have to put them bloody switches on the hood. That was close, wasn't it? I haven't been spiked once. The first thing you know about it is your engine will die, or bullets will come strafing past your windscreen. Or I've gone and done something wrong on the map and they're just twiddling their thumbs, not actually looking for me. Shouldn't be so bad flying through these mountains. It's when you've got to pop up over the top. Right, 3 minutes, waypoint 2. Oh, it's a peak. So anyway, down here I've got this selected, so that's the time it's going to take to get to the next waypoint. That's my ground speed, and I've got that on an MFD, so I can keep a track on it without actually looking down at the console. So I always know how fast I'm travelling relative to the ground. Have I actually got my radar warning receiver switched on? Because why are these all lit up? Yeah, well, it's definitely switched on. Maybe it's because the ECM's doing its job then. Waypoint 5 coming up. There's waypoint 5. We can now slow right down because we're home. In fact, home's just over here somewhere. Man, if we do this right, shit. I've come far too far around, haven't I? Ah, damn. Way miles too round. I thought it was wrong. Now I've got to go back the other way. To go back the other way. But I'm still going way too fast. And we're going to switch this round. 2 clicks. Hi, my guy is puffing and panting today. Somewhere out there is the runway. Ah, there we go. Now I get him. So if I've done this right, which I probably bloody haven't, you know me. So we're below the glide slope. And too far right. I'm overcompensating all the bloody time. But now I'm at the right height anyway. And now we turned. We'll get there and then. Oh, it's worked. It's absolutely worked. I've done it right. So, get down. We've got to get that up. Here we go. Hello, do not crash on me, you bitch. Oh, come on. Oh, God, I'm so fed up of being bloody DCS crashing. Well, what you can see there in the background, because I've done this right, you can just see it. I don't know if it'll let me zoom in. No, it won't let me zoom in. But you can just see the holographic overlay for the runway. Now, why is this crashed? Has it crashed because the server's crashed? Or something else? No, the server's still going. Connection timed out. How the hell can the connection timed out? I'm on a gigabit LAN. Can't bloody believe that. Am I ever going to get this mission completed? It's not OBS, it's bloody DCS. Let's have a look, see who's doing what. Looks like Ambiguous might be running an op. Accelarion, Sniper Wolf, Kerbal, Rook, Troglodyte, all in games room 1. Oh, will you stop doing that to me? Bitching thing. So biggest Rutger, Andrews, Lewis, David, Dibunko, Frost, Frosty, Macro, Murphy, Rat King, Nightshade, 6-Bear. Oh, I better check on no. Just got to check on my website. I've got the people who do the code looking at it. It doesn't look like it's working still. Well, it's in a worse state than what it was when they started. Let's have a look at my emails, see if I've got an email from them. Because something's very wrong. Takes forever for this webmail to load up. What about my other I've got a number of parts to my website. One of them's a WordPress game zone theme that we use for TSB, which I bought quite a while back, and I thought, well, I could use that and tailor it to what I want, because I can't afford to buy another theme, although there is one I like out there, but it's 50 quid and I'm not spending money I haven't got on a theme just for me. I'd use that theme for the TSB website quite happily, but I can't get this to work. All you're supposed to do is click on it, installs, and then click on it and import the database, but it's not important at all. And the guys that made it are putting a ticket saying, hey, I'm getting this really weird error. Oh, give us your login details and we'll have a look. Well, I've sent me login details, and one of them said, yeah, oh sorry, I can't get on. So I checked, and sure enough I'd cocked something up. So I fixed that and said, yeah, those login details work, because I've just tried them from here. Great. And I haven't heard anything in 2 days from them. Now you're supposed to get lifetime support when you buy these themes from these people, and obviously there's probably going to be a lot of people that's needing support, and maybe I'm just in a queue or something. But it's a real pain in the arse when something's happened on your web page, but it's still not displaying anything, and you still can't import the bloody data. Because without the data and the structure, you can't modify it to what you want. So I'm getting on with a different one, a different theme, which I like quite well. I'm tailoring that to what I want, and then I've got another one for all my photography. They're all on subdomains at the minute. My main domain is with a different host, but this was quite cheap hosting, and it's supposed to be unlimited, and it's from a company I've been with for a long time. So request timed out. Come on, get on with it. I need to find out what's going on in the world. It. Open beta. What beta? Destiny 2. Don't know what Destiny 2 is. A lot of the guys are playing the open beta of Nazi Zombies, so I don't know how they're doing that, because Nazi Zombies isn't supposed to be out yet, but they are. Come on, what's taking so long to get me bloody webmail? And why aren't the Reapers flying yet? I've got Tender and Pandas on, but where's the rest of the guys? Ah, here we go. Follow Jack Whitehall, Fern Cotton and Holly Willoughby on Twitter. Why? Why would I want to do something so stupid? Why? Please, why? Can't log in. TSB Gamers. Oh God, here we go. Hello administrator, the following is an email sent to you. Okay, message as follows. Simple as that, my account doesn't work in the slightest. I can't even log in. Who are you? You stupid tit, if you don't tell us who you are, well, fuck off then. I'll delete your account. You can start all over again. But who are you? You're supposed to give us your forum name, your game name, and the email address that you signed up with. You can't just say, simple as that, my account doesn't work in the slightest, I can't even log in, because you can go fuck yourself. There's 900 people on our forums. We can't deal with idiots. We don't have the time. We don't get any bloody gaming in. Spent most of last week doing admin. 35 people hadn't replied to their emails because it was either in their spam box or whatever else, so we just deleted them off the forum. So they won't get their ranks, they won't be able to play in the games, they're going to have to sign up all over again because they just haven't replied. We even send reminders out, you know, we send reminders, we just select all, send a reminder that you haven't clicked the link to tell us that you're not a bot. If you don't click the link or you don't check your spam folders, it happens a lot with Gmail and with AOL, it all goes straight into the spam folder, which is very silly considering that we have a proper email address from a proper place and we're not spammed in any way. So anyway, next. Risk, the consensus security vulnerability alert. Yeah, I get stuff from SANS Institute telling me what the latest security things are. Still to this day I get them, which is very nice. But nothing. I'll tell you what as well, I had to sign up for this Pinterest. Never used it before, never know what it is. Every time you click on a link on Google and you see all these pictures, you go, oh right, that's what I'm looking for, but what is it? It's just a picture. And then a thing comes up saying, oh, this is Pinterest, if you want to see more you've got to sign in. And I just keep switching it off and going somewhere else. So this time I thought, well, Pinterest is something that's on my website that is there as a clicky link, so I thought, well, I'll sign up for an account. Signed up for the account. Now Shifty, if you're on, you might know the answer to this question. I've been watching a thing on YouTube about the Jaguars from, I think it's 6th Squadron, when they went out to the Middle East and they're flying through, well, look, I don't know if it's French Morocco or Saudi Arabia, but they're flying through mountainous canyons that look like they're all dried up riverbeds, and they're doing like pod racing through these canyons, these two Jaguars, and this guy's constantly looking over his shoulder. Well, whenever I do that in DCS I crash into something. But these Jaguars, and it's the grainy footage, and it's from years back, maybe 79 or early 80s or somewhere. What I was trying to do, I put in the search Jaguar Middle East deployment bases. That's what I put in after signing up to Pinterest. First 4 links were just pictures of Jaguars from Pinterest. Oh, what the fuck's this? What suddenly, why is Google chucking Pinterest crap at me? I want to find out information of where the bases were in the Middle East. Now I believe they were deployed to Saudi Arabia, but I don't know. I know there was a base that you could go to in Saudi Arabia to do all this low flying through the deserts and shit with NATO, but I don't know where it is. So I was trying to find out, and 4 links to Pinterest, the top hits on Google, and what the hell is this? So I did another search for something else. First 4 hits, Pinterest. Well, this is no coincidence, is it? So I put a search into Google, how to stop Pinterest getting on my bloody searches, because I didn't want it anyway. And it says when you go into Pinterest you have to sign up for 5 topics and it will create a page for you. Well, there was only one topic in there that I was interested in. I was after gaming stuff at the time. The only topic in there was technology. That was the only thing I was interested in. You put in there saying you're female and they give you fashion, cooking, sewing, gardening. What? I I'm an engineer. I want stuff about engineering. Camping? No, I can't go camping anymore. Proved that last year. Me being a cripple and all that, it's very difficult. Technology, but you've got to pick another 4 things. So I picked 4 things and then got in finally and deleted them all. And there's a privacy setting that gives all your details to lots of sites. So you've got to untick all these privacy boxes, and Google no longer gives you links to Pinterest. Oh God, if I wanted to search Pinterest, I would search Pinterest. So anyway, rant over about Pinterest. I really don't want to use them at all. I don't understand Pinterest. It's just pictures of, well, not if you do a search for some pictures and you go into Google and then search for your picture and it comes up with lots of links and maybe a YouTube and it says here's images for you. If you go into the images, you get images of exactly what you asked for. If you do that with Pinterest, you get images of all kinds of crap. I don't know what it's supposed to be. I don't understand it. It's like listening to jazz music. It's garbage to my ears. I can't listen to jazz. Sorry, jazz just is noise to me. It's complete noise, and that's what it was. It was noise to my eyes. It's like, what is this? So anyway, we have got no email apart from this idiot who says I can't log in. Well, you've obviously forgotten. You've obviously forgotten your your password or something, haven't you? So anyway, that's not my. I'll reply to him later from my email account. I'm not replying from my webmail. It would take too long to set it up. There is nothing on here from those people. Okay, that's a bitch. That's a real bitch. Oh well. Back to the game. So, multiplayer. Connect by IP. Password. Let's see if we can do this again. I should be getting on with F5 training. I said I was going to do F5 training today. Maybe I could fly the F5 through the valleys, except you can't set up the waypoints like you can with the Mirage. And we were in a flight of 3 or 4 Mirages, I can't remember. But if I take Mirage number 4, 2, 3, 4 in this pile, it's the one nearest the runway. If you take the first one, it's the one most furthest from the runway of anything. What pain in the arse. Hello? Well, this is interesting. Excuse me, but this is supposed to be a hot start. Nothing's working. Oh, that's not good. Server's not paused, is it? It must be throttle's not moving or anything. What's going on here? Ah, that's interesting. It would appear I lost connection because the server paused itself. Oh, that's odd, isn't it? Put that on. Put that into warm, although I won't need it. Lights off, please. I do not want very keen eyes at SAM batteries seeing my strobe. Lights. I can switch the cockpit floor lights off. Set this up for the other end. 75. Oh, that's 44 at Kuzazi. Switch that on, switch that on, switch that on, double tap that one. That's got to be Spun round twice, although there's nobody else flying with me. Switch that round once. Might as well set that up while I'm here. I don't know how to make that increment though. I have to figure that one out. One click to the left, radar altimeter on, switch that down, ready to go. Oh yeah, select RP, put that in air-to-air combat, select 32 on the radio, ready to go. Nose wheel steering. Now why has it done that? Is it telling me I've got to send a tank on or something? Because that's all that is confirmation there's a center tank on. Whoa, 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 whoa. Too fast. Forgot it was turning quickly. Keep forgetting you gotta turn quick for this one. I don't think that's the wheel brake either, is it? This time, I think. Okay. Let's do this all over again. My HUD's off again. Wonkiness. Why does it do that to me? How do you reset it? No, that didn't work. I wish there was a way to reset the HUD. Seconds to waypoint 1. Might do this in the Vigan next. Now then, just to see if there's any SAMs on the radar warning receiver, because I was a bit suspicious. Let's switch that off. Where's the switch? Very strange that. There should be loads of SAMs. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong bloody airport there anyway. There's tons of SAMs in this area, absolutely tons of them. And there's not a spike. Not a single spike on that bloody warning receiver. Not a damn thing. Have I gone and broke the map? Surely I should have been picked up by now. Especially those SA-13s, they got incredible range. Now this is gonna make a mockery of the whole mission if the SAMs are dead or not working for whatever reason. It's definitely switched on, that thing, isn't it? Let's switch the EZM off. Oh, let's get out of the afterburners. Ah, there we go. Now let's switch the EZM back on. Yeah, there's our first spike, so we definitely know that those things are working. Okay, it's time to get back down to the deck before we get something flying up to us. Because we are getting into hostile territory. Before you know it, you get a bloody SA-13 up your ass. Or whatever they fire. Or one of those ZU-23s with its bullets that fly past your windscreen. Well, touching wood, OBS hasn't crashed yet after deleting that and the Elgato software and reinstalling, but I've reinstalled both from the previous update, which has all been this week. I think the latest updates have all been this week, and one of them broke the whole bloody system, so I'll only update when the next one comes out. 30 seconds to waypoint 2, which should be over a lake, or near a lake. Waypoint 3 it is. It's only a minor course correction. We have a spike to our 5 o'clock. We are very much too high. And very much too fast for it now. I don't want to do that too often. I tend to fly into things that are solid. We've still got a spike at 5 o'clock. and through the two humps, or the cleavage as I call it. Maybe I need to sit across in my seat or something, but I'm sure it's just the hood that's slightly out. Ah, spike at 11 o'clock. Oh, lots of spikes at 11 o'clock. We're getting a lot more spikes on this trip than we had on the last one. I did switch that bloody ECM back on, didn't I? Just have a quick look down. Yes, it is. Damn, somewhere over there are nasties pointing things at me. "55 seconds to waypoint 3. Then we've got to thread a needle. If track view works properly, I'll be able to show you all the SAMs. Holy crap! Come on baby, get down here, get down here. Holy shit! Told you there's a lot of SAMs. Now I've got that set on auto, so it would have gone off all by itself, but I wouldn't take no bloody chances. Right, waypoint 4, 2 minutes away. Jesus Christ! That's going to be interesting to watch on TAC view. Ah, they've launched! Shit, man. I mean, my success rate of this mission so far is 0. And a lot of other people. We even tried, like I said in the previous stream before OBS crashed its arse out, I was just saying that a lot of us decided to fly this at 52,000 feet with two great big tanks on, and full engines with afterburners running as much as we could without breaking the engines. And we still got shot down at 52,000 feet, and to what we got told on this map, the ceiling for missiles was set at 39,000 feet. No, wrong. Wasn't. That was very wrong. Hello, we got something to our 6 o'clock and our 3 o'clock. Should be about time to jettison fuel tank. Yep, it is. Master arm on. That out there. Quickly. Oh shit, I didn't press the switch before I went to outside view. Quick, press the switch. Did that work? Did now. Don't want to hit any hikers, do I? Still not firing. Damn, what have I done wrong here? Ah, it's gone off, the fuel tank. I switched that on before I even took off. Why? Damn thing. Right, take that down. Oh, we're going to get so hit because I'm farting about with this shit. Look at all the spikes behind me. Shit, and we should be on waypoint 5 and all. Waypoint 5 is our turn for finals to land at Kusazi. We've got spikes to our 5 and 3 o'clock. Or 3 and 5 o'clock if you want to do it in chronological order. Doesn't matter to me, they still come at you. And this map is called Sam Alley, done by the Grim Reapers. I'm determined to actually make this work. Because like I say, flying high and fast did not work. Now I got something to my 9 o'clock. Now to my 3 o'clock. Shit. This is what I mean by you've got to thread the needle. Now I've just gone supersonic. Or near enough. With the fuel tank gone and lightened load. Minute 41 to waypoint 5. I do not need this much speed now. Now what I need to do is click approach, make sure that TACAN and ILS is switched on. We've still got a spike to our 5 o'clock. It can still get me, it can still shoot me down. But we're within sight of the base. Got to land here at Kusazi. So waypoint 5 will set me up on the ILS. Switch to TACAN. Waypoint 5, 46 seconds. Might as well start the turn now actually. Switch to waypoint 6, which is our landing waypoint. Bleed off the speed, make the turn. Lined up on the TACAN, we are left of the runway. There's the holographic. Watch the TACAN needle. Bring it round. Put us up in the seat a bit. Got a bit too far again, haven't I? I'm useless at this, I really am. I should be watching the line. The little dotted line. Right, I'm too high. Right, that's the dotted line straight, so I should be lined up perfectly with that runway. I'm still too high. Air brakes out, gear down. Too high, too fast. Speed coming down. They are. Good speed. Still too high. And now my bloody hood's over to the left. What is it with the bloody hood on this? Have they not fixed this? Now there you are, I'm on a perfect glide slope. Little bit too fast. perfectly on. Gentle, gentle, gentle. Wouldn't be so bad if the hood was in the right bloody place. Now I'm dropping off too much speed. There's the holographic runway. I always put the bloody... I don't know why I do. I always drop the throttle right down to nout. Never mind. Yeah, I used to land this perfectly. I mean, the other day, I just put a YouTube video up, right, of me landing this in fog and snow. And when I went over the threshold of the runway, I was about 100 meters to the right. You can see the runway is out to my left, and the guys from Grim Reapers are saying left a bit, right a bit, because they're already on the ground, because they were way ahead of me. And they're going, static, fly this bearing, fly that bearing. Oh no, you might have to go around. Oh no, you can get it down. You know, it was so many people shouting at me, telling me what I might or might not be able to do. It was quite incredible. Anyway, yeah, have a look at that video. It's only a short video, really. Right then, if I pull that back, press that red button, that'll kill me engines, and I can quickly ask for a repair.
Request repair. Copy.
So anyway, it's snowy, it's foggy, you can't see more than 300 meters in front of you. And I managed to put this thing down near the end of the roadway after squirrely being hairily all over the bloody place. I thought, no, I'm going to have to go round. I'm really going to have to go round, because it was going to be fatal. It was going to be total smash heaven. I landed the bloody thing like a feather, hit the parachute and braked before I got to the end of the runway where I could turn off. I had a smile on my face that stretched the width of this room. I mean, you can hear it in the video. I was like ecstatic that I could have landed this thing like that, and yet in perfect conditions I've just bent the bloody undercarriage. So, you know, I mean, what is this all about? How come I can land a plane under stressful conditions like that, like a feather? It's like the Vigans. I've been on the missions with the Grim Reapers for a week, and I've been able to land the Vigans, you know, and sometimes you don't even know you've touched down. It was so feather-like, and I really chuffed to bits of my landings. Can't fly in formation for shit, but but it's been really cool. And I don't think we're flying tonight. I thought we'd be we did fly this afternoon, whilst I was reinstalling OBS and all that malarkey. No, there's only a couple of guys on at the minute. We normally fly at 7. I don't know if there's any armour going on tonight. Let's have a look. That's the wrong website. I'm waiting for this. I've got 70 seconds for repair. So that's no, that's not the right webs pages either. I'll get it in a minute. Ah, here we go. Weekly schedule. Refresh that. Thursday night from 2 PM, which is 7 to us. Pilot training rotary hosted by Ambiguous. Oh, right, that's what they're doing. They're doing helicopter pilot training in armour. Well, I've given that up. I've asked so many people to teach me how to land the damn things, and nobody will, so screw them. I'm not touching. I don't touch aircraft in armour. It's just crap. It just really is crap. 20 seconds for repair. So I don't know why that is. Anyway, back to the schedule. Thursday night, pilot training. There's nothing else on. 4 o'clock, which is 9 till 11. Pilot training fixed wing, hosted by Ambiguous. So there's no actually operations on tonight. That's interesting. Well, I know the RFA UK guys will be on the server tonight. In fact, they're probably flying already. Look, I'm being repaired. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? I can start my engines now. Once the repair started, you can just start your engines back up. So let's flick the switches off. That one on. Lift that cover. Come on, lift, you bitch. Right, you've got to switch that off and then back on, or it won't actually do. You switch it back on, press the button. There we go. And they'll say something like repair complete. Right, unhitch the throttle, feed the engine with fuely wooly. Didn't say repairs complete, but I guess they are. Wait for the generators to spool up. And now we have to go for, no, it's not heavy strike, it's not heavy support, it's long range with more belugas. Yeah, we need all our chaff back. And we need all our fuel.
Request refueling. Request rearming.
Right, so what we've got to do now
Copy.
is we've got to fly all the way back. And our target was about here somewhere. We've got to bomb something out there, so that means when we get back over to waypoint 1 we're going to have to put in another waypoint as a bombing waypoint. We might be able, I don't know, if you land there they might take your bombs off you. Okay, now then, don't do that. Yeah, don't do that. Now then,
Refueling complete.
think that means, no, that can't mean increment. Increment begins with an I, but that's the auto navigation system. If you switch that off and we set that for waypoint 5, I think it counts backwards.
Rearming complete.
It seemed to. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to read the manual because it's not in chunks about these, what these do, these buttons. But when I switched that off and I went to waypoint 5, the next waypoint was waypoint 4 and it counted down to waypoint 4. But with that on it would try and get you back to waypoint 6. Look at the size of those bloody fuel tanks. Right then, I'm going to do this, but I think it does it anyway. And we want nose detonation. I don't really need the magics. There's no air to air. So now we've got to go back. I wish I could save it. I wish it was like a video game you could just hit save. It would be rather cool if I could just hit save. Yeah.
Kudasi, Uzi 1-4. Request takeoff.
Now we've got to get past all those bloody SAMs, and there are a lot of them. I'll show you in TAC view how many there are. Now I'm on the right radio frequency for Kudasi. I'm sure I am. Let me just check though. Kudasi. Kadasi. Oh, it's 134, not 132. Ah, okay. 134, eh? Ah, 134 is the next one. Okay.
Kudasi, Uzi 1-4, request takeoff.
Of course I'm going to take off anyway, I didn't even request landing, so...
Uzi 1-4, Kudasi, you are cleared for takeoff when ready. Climb 300 at QFE 29.77.
Oh, it's lumbering. And pulling to the left. It's doing exactly what the F-15 does to me. Something's not right here. There's that control enter. Now you see everything is spot on. Shouldn't really be doing that, but hey, you know. Ah, now that's gone to waypoint 6. It's definitely not fixing my hood. What fixes your hood when it's out of sync like that? I mean, I can go left and right like this, but that's not correct, is it? I mean, that's... I don't know. Anyway. Okay, we've got a spike to the right. 34 seconds to waypoint 5. I do not want to be any higher than this. What will it do when I get to waypoint 5? Nothing. Waypoint 4. Oh, that's something I didn't do. I've got to flick the switch, haven't I? Or rip the bombs off. Flick the switch to the down position and switch that back round as well. Alright, let's get in this valley. Follow this rib here. This might be better for me than the last one. I've got a spike at 11 o'clock. Gotta get lower. Use these valleys as best we can to get to waypoint 4, which is 3 minutes and 20 seconds away. Airspeed of 546, ground speed of only 538. That's because of the thicker air down below. Now one of the guys, the guy who programmed the map, I can't remember who it was, said that down some of these valleys he's actually put ZU-23s. I hope it's not this one. Could start the turns a lot earlier than we normally would, because this is not set to air-to-air combat anymore. It's set to being a lumbering bomber. So I can't throw it around the sky because the fly-by-wire system just won't let me. Gonna have to be a lot smoother on this than I normally am. This is a decent valley to fly down, and I'm still heading roughly towards waypoint 4. Or spot on towards waypoint 4 now, 2 minutes away at current speed. Oh well, that's grass in the engine tanks in the fuel pods. Now we're stuck. We could go that way, but I'm not sure. I set these waypoints up to try and avoid as much of the ground as possible by being in the valleys, but holy crap, as soon as I come over the top there's a spike to my 11 o'clock. 2 spikes, 10 and 11 o'clock. Seconds to waypoint 4, and there's the crosshairs straight up this mountain path. That's a pretty good way back. That's a pretty accurate, me just looking at a map and thinking I can fly up here and hopefully there's nothing that's going to kill me, but you never know what's over the top of the next rise. 35 seconds to waypoint 4. 20 seconds. Ah shit, we've got spike dead ahead of me. 15 seconds. Right, change to waypoint 3. Waypoint 3 is over the top. Whoa, shit! Look at those spikes dead ahead. Damn, blast it! Holy crapperoony! And I've got to look down at the console and flick the friggin' button. Oh, we're flying straight into that shit. Christ! Let's see if we're going to fly down this valley. We're still 2 minutes out for waypoint 3. I don't want to go over the top of that bloody hill. Damn, I'm flying straight into something here though. Where the hell was he when I was on the way out here? Damn, I'm flying straight towards the bitch. .25 from waypoint 3. Spike at 10 o'clock. What about the spike that was dead ahead of me? That's the bloody thing. I don't know what I'm going to come into here. I think I might just burn through as fast as I can.